Hi, let's see this interesting chapter Animal Life. Animals are found almost everywhere on Earth. Some live in land while others live in water. Animals like camels live in hot deserts, while polar bears prefer to live in ice covered regions. The home or the natural surrounding of an animal is called its habitat. Animals depend on their habitat for food, water, air, and shelter. You all know this, right? Do you know what are invertebrates? Invertebrates are the animals without backbones, like all insects, worms, and many other small animals. You would be surprised to know that 95% of the animals are invertebrates. Vertebrates are the animals with backbones. Vertebrates can be divided into five groups. Fish. They live only in water and lay soft shelled eggs. For example, shark, goldfish, and salmon. Amphibians. Amphibians live on both land and in water and lay soft shelled eggs. For example, frog and salamander. Reptiles. Reptiles crawl on land and lay hard shelled eggs. They have dry, scaly skin. For example, crocodile, snake, and lizard. Birds. Birds have feathers on the body. They can fly and lay hard shelled eggs. Examples pigeon, crow, and sparrow. Mammals. Mammals give birth to young ones and have hair and external ears. For example, man, cow, dog, and whale. Each group of animals has special ways of living. They have different body coverings, different eating habits, different organs for breathing, and different ways of moving from place to place. Let's first see breathing in animals. Do you know that breathing can differ? There are different organs for breathing. Let's see. All living things, including animals, need to breathe in order to stay alive, right? Animals breathe in air that is rich in oxygen and breathe out air containing carbon dioxide. Different animals have different organs for breathing. Now let's see these organs one by one. First is lungs. Mammals, birds, and reptiles breathe with the help of lungs. Human beings breathe in air through their nose. The air is then carried to the lungs through the windpipe. Exchange of gases takes place in the lungs. The oxygen present in the lungs passes into the blood, while the carbon dioxide present in the blood is released into the lungs. This carbon dioxide is removed from the body when we breathe out. Aquatic mammals like whales and dolphins also breathe through lungs. Did you know this? Next breathing organ is gills. Aquatic animals like fish breathe through gills. A fish gulps in water through its mouth. This water is made to flow over the gills. As the water flows over the gills, the fish takes in oxygen that is dissolved in water and releases carbon dioxide into the water. The water then flows out through the gill flaps. Pretty interesting, right? Sometime try to observe fish in an aquarium and see if you can locate flap like structures on both sides of their head. Now, before we move on to the next breathing organ, let me tell you something. There is a fish called anglerfish. It carries a light to attract smaller fish and then eats them. Interesting. Next body organ for breathing is body surface or the moist skin. Animals like earthworms breathe through their moist skin. Frogs are amphibians. When they are on land, they breathe through lungs. But when they are in water, they breathe through their moist skin. A tadpole breathes through gills. Now let's see the last picture now, which is spiracles. Insects like grasshoppers and cockroaches breathe through tiny holes present on their bodies. These holes are called spiracles. The spiracles lead to air tubes called trachea, which form a network throughout their bodies and carry air to all parts of the body. Let me tell you one interesting fact. The blood of insects does not contain oxygen carrier called hemoglobin. This is why their blood is not red in color. Nice to know? Well, next is body coverings. Different animals have different types of body coverings. The body covering of an animal depends on its habitat. First is scales. Bodies of fish and reptiles like snake, crocodile, and lizard are covered with scales. Fish have a layer of flexible overlapping scales which do not allow water to enter their body. However, these scales allow easy movement. Reptiles, on the other hand, have horny scales that prevent water loss from their bodies. Do you know what molting is? Well, as snakes grow, their skin does not, and therefore it becomes too tight and worn, and a new skin awaits just below the old. Shedding their skin allows snakes to grow and remove any parasites that may have attached to the old skin. Now, next type of body covering is shell. Bodies of certain animals like snail, tortoise, and turtle are protected by a hard shell. The shell protects them from their enemies and prevents their bodies from drying out. Next is feathers. Bodies of birds are covered with beautiful feathers. Feathers help the birds to fly, keep their bodies warm, as well as protect them from rain. Next is fur and wool. Bodies of animals like polar bear and arctic fox are covered with a thick layer of fur which protects them from the cold. Similarly, sheep are covered with wool while human beings have body hair. Now let's talk about feeding habits of animals. Animals differ in their feeding habits. Herbivores are plant eating animals. Herbivores like cow, goat, and deer have sharp incisors to cut grass and plant paths. They also have broad molars to grind their food. Rodents like squirrels, rabbits, and rats eat hard seeds and fruits. They have sharp front teeth, which help them to gnaw the food. Carnivores are flesh eating animals. Carnivores like tigers, lions, and cats have sharp and slightly curved canines to tear flesh. They also have strong molars to chew and grind the bones. Carnivorous birds like eagle, kites, and vultures have strong, sharp, and hooked beaks to hold the prey and tear its flesh. Frogs have a sticky tongue with which they capture their prey, which are mostly insects and flies. To catch out their prey, frogs flip out their tongue. Okay, on a lighter note, do you know why are frogs so happy? Well, that's because they eat whatever bugs them. Okay, moving on. Omnivores. Omnivores are animals that eat both plant products and flesh of other animals. Crow, bear, and human beings are omnivores. Most omnivores have sharp incisors and strong molars, which help them to eat both plant parts and flesh. Next one is movement in animals. Animals move from one place to another in search of food, shelter, or to protect themselves from their enemies. Enemies means the animals that eat them, right? Animals may also move in order to look for a safe breeding place. Different animals have different types of body parts, which help them to move. Let's first know movement in land animals. Most land animals have four limbs. The two in the front are called forelimbs, while the two at the back are called hind limbs. Some animals like horse, cow, and dogs use all four limbs to move. Some animals like human beings use only the hind limbs to move. Good so far, right? Let's see now movement in reptiles. Some reptiles like crocodiles, lizards, and tortoise have short limbs which help them to crawl. Now, snakes do not have legs. They crawl with the help of scales or plates present on the underside of their bodies. Next is movement in insects. Insects have six legs which help them to move. Some insects, like butterflies and houseflies, have wings that help them to fly. Okay, tell me something. Are wings of insects the same as the wings of birds? Well, the answer is no. Wings of insects have no feathers or bones unlike the wings of birds. Now, let's see the movement in birds. The forelimbs of birds are modified into wings, which help them to fly. Birds use their hind limbs to walk, hop, run, or perch on trees. Aquatic birds like ducks have webbed feet that help them to swim. See, how does a frog swim with the help of their webbed feet? Okay, tell me one thing. What do you say to a hitchhiking frog? You'll say, hop in. Now let's see movement in aquatic animals. Aquatic animals have fins, webbed feet, or paddle-like limbs for swimming. Fish swim with the help of their fins. There are three types of fins for movement. The paired fins, which help the fish to move forward. The unpaired fins help the fish to keep their balance, while the tail fin helps the fish to change direction. Frogs and aquatic birds use webbed feet to swim. Penguins have two flippers which help them to swim, while turtles swim with the help of four paddle-like limbs. So this was movement in animals. In some places, temperature is low in winters. How do animals survive the extreme cold conditions? Animals hibernate or migrate to avoid the harsh winter. This is called adaptation. Let's first see hibernation. Some animals sleep through cold weather. This sleep is not like normal sleep, where loud noises can wake you up. It is called hibernation. During hibernation, an animal slows its heart rate to save energy and survive the winter without eating much. Before hibernating, animals eat more food than usual and stores it as fat. This fat is used up by the body during hibernation. While some animals just slow down and move less frequently during hibernation, others go into a deep sleep and don't wake up till spring. Snakes, lizards, bears, and squirrels are some of the animals that hibernate during winter. Now let's see migration. The mass movement of animals over large distances due to shortage of food, cold weather, or breed is called or to breed is called migration. The Siberian crane is a migratory bird which comes to India during winters to breed. The monarch butterfly flies from the extremely cold Canada to the much warmer Mexico during winter. Some whales migrate from the North Pole at the beginning of winter to the warmer tropical seas to breed. When the climate becomes too warm, the whales migrate back to the polar regions along with their young ones. The Arctic tern migrates further than any other bird. It flies from the Arctic to the Antarctic and back each year, covering more than 50,000 kilometers. Locusts are harmful, destructive insects. They migrate in swarms and destroy standing crops. Birds like the purple moorhen and the pelican are local migratory birds of India. Some animals make long journeys quickly. Sea turtles can swim all day as fast as an athlete runs. Guess what? Guess what? Well, you just completed the chapter. Wasn't it fun? So don't forget to give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment telling us what part of the video did you like the most. We would soon be back with more. Till then, be kind, eat healthy, and study smart with Isaac Kids. Subscribe for more.